Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Gary Martin. Today joining us with Sam Smith at Golf Repairs for You, where I'm ready to spend some money, Sam.
You are.
I've come down with my hybrid that you fitted, or well, it was my hybrid and you self-fitted it.
Yeah, we did the best we could with it at the time, but it was just a bit limited what we can do with the weighting, basically.
Well, I weren't in a position to buy a new club at that stage, so you made the most of what I've got.
Yeah,
You improved the ball flight. I went from sort of missing the ball left to missing it a little bit less left.
Yeah.
Well, quite a lot less left, actually.
Yeah.
But now I feel as though it's the longest club I've got after driver. And I'm tempted, like, to take this opportunity to maybe try and find a fairway with something a bit stronger.
Yeah. We should be able to. Like I said, you were saying you need about 235, 240.
Goes about 235, 240. I think I need a club that goes about 260, really.
Yeah, and I think we can. I mean, like I said, there'll be a big gap in terms of distance between that and your driver, so we can definitely fill that gap in. And like I said, but it's just make sure it's the right ball flight. Obviously, very good control. I'm sure we can sort it. No issue. Right, when you're ready, Gary. So we're just going to hit a few balls, get some data. See what we're working with, basically.
Yeah.
So when you're ready.
So with this club, like I said, it's going about sort of 230. I use it off the tee sometimes on short par fours.
Yeah.
But now I'm hitting my driver really well. I feel like this shaft's a little bit boardier. It's don't feel as nice to use.
Yeah.
I'd like to get something, that feels, well, as good as my driver, really.
Yeah, I'm sure we can replicate it. Like I said, that's only a stock shaft, to be honest, in the ping.
Yeah.
So there's nothing special, really.
And every time I bought like a fairway wood kind of off the shelf or self-fitted, I've never really got into it enough to sort of have confidence playing it.
Yeah.
So then I've just relied on sort of having this sort of 19 hybrid, fairways on par fives and off tee.
Yeah.
And kind of just ignored me fairway wood. I mean, I've not even got one in bag at the minute.
Yeah, like I said, it's you're a good enough player, but you can definitely use something.
It's not going as left as it were last time, is it, when you fitted me?
No, like I said, it's turned a little bit. So obviously, as soon as you've done that, distance has gone up a lot. I mean, that was 247.
Yeah.
But interesting to see what it does to a spin, because that's the main thing. It's what happens to the numbers when you do go left or right.
If you didn't watch the first fit, Sam put me like a jumbo grip on.
Yeah.
You increase the swing weight in the head to
Yeah.
help create that little bit more lag and help me keep
Yeah,
the
let's
face.
just delay the release a little bit. It definitely worked. But like I said, you're just a bit limited with what you could do with it, really.
Yeah. I just sort of find myself sometimes off tee and some hitting it too hard to try and get more distance.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
You want one more?
Yeah, one more should be fine.
Talk too soon.
Yeah, so it turned a little bit. That's the one we need to get rid of, really.
Yeah.
Again, it's got the distance you want, but yeah, I mean, if you look at that was, how far left was that? Yeah, 36 yards, so it's just a bit too much, really. So yeah, if we look at the data, again, dispersion's quite wide, because it's a little bit left and right. But obviously, yeah, we can try and get a little bit tighter dispersion. That's just going to get way more control on the golf course.
Yeah.
240 average, that's basically what you were saying, so that's fine. I said launch is very consistent, 16 degrees, so it's quite a high ball flight. Again, spin's a good number. I'd say it's possibly a fraction low, but with how you got it set up, you kind of needed it like that to get a bit more distance, so it's not really an issue because you got the height anyway. Deviation's not too bad with a spin. Like I said, I think main thing for me is just finding something to get more physical ball speed. If you can kind of replicate that spin or go a tiny bit low for your free, well, a bit lower launch but a lot more ball speed. But like I say, just going to easily get into that kind of probably 260 mark, which you're kind of after. So yeah, like I said, we'll take a look.
There's just one thing this time round. I know obviously I appreciate the oversized grip's going to help slow the release.
Yeah.
But I've just probably felt it's a tad too thick.
Okay.
I mean, especially, I think in fair, like, I don't know. I just feel sometimes it's too much.
Yeah.
So I think I'd like to go back to sort of mid-size +4.
Yeah, that's fine. Like I said, we can put that on all the clubs. When we start trying everything, but that's the main thing, as I've said in other videos, make sure everything's balanced correctly.
Unless I start missing them, snap hooking them
Yeah,
left
good
again.
point. Yeah, unless you start struggling to keep it in play, then obviously we
Yeah.
can maybe try a CPX jumbo and see if that all of a
Yeah.
sudden gets straighter. But I think we'll be okay. Like I said, it's just finding a club that's got the profile that you need. Again, look at the data with like club data. So 2 degree down, that's fine with a hybrid. That's a path and face. It's a little bit out to in, a little bit shut face. Not too bad of a deviation. That's a good speed, good efficiency for a hybrid as well. That's all the numbers are pretty good. It's just trying to find something that's going to go further. And obviously, we're looking for a different type of club. It's not like we're kind of replacing that exact club.
Yeah.
So that's just a guide really to see, right, that's 240, what can we get further? And obviously, if you've got enough room in your bag, you could maybe even keep a hybrid type of club anyway, and then go 4-iron as well.
That would be my ideal scenario. If I'm confident enough of buying a fairway wood to have in my bag, then I'd certainly want a rescue as well. But it's the case of, can I actually be confident enough to commit to a fairway wood, or do I need to get a really strong rescue to do a bit of both?
Yeah, like I said, we'll be trying some like 17 degree hybrids today. They can go as low as like 15 and a half, so that's basically a 3-wood.
That's all I've ever had the confidence to do in the past. I've never had that confidence to actually commit to having a 3-wood or a 5-wood in my bag.
Yeah, like I said, well, as long as it's, weighted correctly and it feels similar feelings to your driver, like I said, if you really like the feeling of a driver, it's just trying to find shafts that replicates that feel, but obviously at the same time gets that good data. So yeah, we'll get started. Like I said, you've brought a lot of firewoods anyway, haven't you?
Yeah.
With you from work. Like I said, I think we're going to probably start with this one first. So QI10 Tour 5-wood. Like I said, it's a good option for me because you've got the weighted in the toe. You can just add more weight, to get the swing weight we need.
Yeah.
Are you still looking at D7
Well,
swing weight?
I'm actually probably thinking a slightly lighter swing weight, Sam.
Okay.
I feel as though I've played a lot of golf recently. I've been out to Pakistan, played 10 days on bounce, and I feel as though I'm hitting the ball better. I don't feel I need as much weight in the head. I mean, I did certainly notice a massive difference in swing weight between my driver and the rest of my set.
Yeah.
And I feel maybe like D5, although I could get heavier swing weights in my irons and everything.
Yeah.
I feel as though probably when I got fitted for the driver, and probably needed that retesting actually, that I was really missing the ball left, and I feel I'm just swinging better at the minute.
Yeah, like if you're playing more, I think it's definitely a good fix to do with swing weight. Like I said, it depends how you play. If you're playing a lot more golf, you won't need as much help in terms of kind of delaying the release. So like I said, we'll start a little bit light, look around kind of a D5 mark.
Yeah.
And again, if it starts going a bit left, then we can
Yeah.
obviously go up to D7 and see if that helps. It might be a case you need D7, but we'll definitely try a little bit different weighting and see what works.
Just before we start as well, can we just add, because there'll be a few people wondering why I'm jumping straight into a QI10. We are limited on what heads will work for me, because they've got to tick a few boxes. They've got to have an adapter on so that we can obviously test different shafts. And they've also got to have some different weight ports, so we can adjust and move swing weight.
Yeah, like I said, you need a lot of weight ports, like I said, to get the weighting where it needs to be. And I think for you, just something a bit more fade bias, similar to driver. If that's a shot shape you're wanting to create, there's no point having a fairwood fitting and there's like a weight port there and you can't do anything with it. So yeah, like I said, definitely a bit more limited. So I said we've got Titleist, we've got TaylorMade, obviously me being a PhD sockets, we've got that as well. So like I said, I think first thing we'll try, I think would be a good starting point. Try Ventus Red, 7 stiff. And I think probably try this and then try the other fairwoods first. And then you'll get an idea of what head you prefer. In theory, this shaft should work because it works with your driver. So then it's a good starting point. Then we can just focus on one head for the rest of the fitting, really.
Okay.
So we'll do that. So yeah, we'll start with that. So I've already done all the weighted, so it's D5.5.
Right.
Put MCC +4 mid-size on. And then that's 5 would knock down to 16.5.
Right. It's playing about a 4-wood.
It's like a 4-wood, yeah, basically.
I'll tell you what I like about this head, because it is a 5-wood head, it's like a little bit deeper face.
Yeah.
And it's like a little bit smaller, compact head, and I do like that.
Right, so...
The big question is, though, can I get the accuracy?
Yeah, that's the main thing we need. And into no doubt will go further, but it's getting that control.
I certainly look down at that and I've like, it looks nice to me. It inspires a bit of confidence.
Yeah, they're really good to be fair.
Only thing with Firewoods, I just wonder if they're going to balloon up on me too much.
Yeah, let's make sure you can get the spin down. Sure.
I wasn't expecting that actually.
Yeah, already carried 240, so a good start. Well, what was you expecting?
I don't know. I mean, it felt as good as my driver in terms of smoothness. A shaft, which I know it sounds silly because it's the same shaft and it should do, but I don't know. It felt on a piece of string.
Right.
I just sometimes get a bit of fear with sort of fairway woods.
Shot.
I'm happy. I'm happy. No, I'm happy because I'm actually standing over a fairway wood, feeling some control.
Yeah.
That's
what
crazy.
You want. Like I said, it was going to always be the place to start because it works so well in driver. Touch slower ball speed.
If you've watched the channel, guys, you'll know that I've battled with fairway woods for the last 3 years and never really settled on anything. I've always just gone back to an hybrid. So to stand here and feel, it feels nice.
Yeah.
It feels good. I feel as though like I'm just putting the same swing as my driver on it, obviously. You know, like, I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like there with my driver, like I've like cut off the finish.
Yeah.
And I feel like I do that and it's shaping nice. If I did that with some clubs, it'd just go straight off and just out of control.
And like I said, we have got the 3-wood in that as well, so we can even look at the 3-wood if that gets the distance we need. Yeah, good shot, Gary. That's exactly what you need in just a little fade.
What I'm thinking is I'm striking it really well.
Yeah.
But I'm not seeing much difference in, you know, like, it's only 10 yards
It's
more.
because it's spinning up, and reason being, because you do hit a little bit down on it, that's where a hybrid won't be spinning up as much.
Yeah.
Where I did expect a fairway wood to spin a little bit more. That's where I'm thinking maybe, you know, 3 would be the only way to kind of get your spin to a good number.
Yeah.
Like, no doubt, dispersion's brilliant. And obviously ball speed's, you know, basically 10 mile an hour quicker. But because the spin's gone up a lot, you know, 600 revs, with it being even lower lofted than a hybrid, it's just lost a bit of distance. So you're still getting, 12 yards carry, 11 total. But you need to be getting a little bit more. I'd say for what you kind of need it for now, you just need to be getting probably, I'd say, 260. And then, you know, like, so you swing it quick enough, you can achieve that, but you just need to drop the spin. In fairness, you have got the weight track on here, and it's already in low spin. That's the problem. If it was high spin, straight away we could have gone, weight forward, drop the spin, but it's already at low spin. So you're a bit limited with his head again in terms of getting the spin down. Obviously, different shaft options can do that.
Yeah.
But like I said, if you wanted to kind of stay with a shaft option, maybe look at this in a 3-wood. I think we'll do that next. We'll go straight same shaft in 3-wood, and just see if that gets a little bit better flight. And again, it's making sure you still feel comfortable.
If I then lose all the confidence in the 3-wood head, we could possibly look at some different shafts in
that. Because like I said,
you know, obviously I like the strike.
Like I said, for me, it'd be probably Ventus Black in this. Where it's just going to drop the spin. It is a different feeling to the red, so it depends if it doesn't feel too baldy.
That's the worry, isn't it? Because the whole reason I'm hitting the ball better is because I'm. Do you know what, guys? I'm only 35, but I sometimes go to the gym and I always feel a bit stiff in my body. So to have like a softer feeling club, it kind of like compensates for how stiff I feel. Yeah,
like I said, it just feels more comfortable for you, doesn't it? And that's what we noticed in your driver fitting. As soon as we went to like a smoother feeling shaft, you just preferred how it felt.
I feel the head more in the club. So last thing I want to do is get something too boardy.
So like I said, I think the only way you could get, you know, this shaft to work in, say, a tailor-made head is by going, you know, to a 3-wood head. So we'll do that now. We'll go straight away, same shaft in the 3-wood. Like I said, this will play a touch shorter, so it might feel like you got a bit more control anyway, because we're just using the 5-wood shaft. I hate wrenches. But yeah, like I said, being just physically a lower lofted club, it should just spin a bit lower, launch a little bit lower. The only thing we've got to make sure is in terms of face angle, because obviously I don't really want to be going 3-wood knockdown, because it's going to be 13 and a half, so I think we'll have to keep 3-wood at standard loft, and just see what it does with ball flight. There's a chance it might go a little bit left, but we'll work it out.
I have brought as well the TSR3, which is something that we can keep the loft and open the face. We can even increase the loft and open the face. So there's an option there if this fails. But
yeah, and like I said, we've got a PXG as well as
PXG.
So I've got Black Ops in the 4-wood. So that might be a good, kind of in between that 17 degree. Again, so you could knock that down to like 15 and a half, weight in the toe. So we've still got options. And like I said, it's still gone further. That's the main thing. But you can still get a little bit better flight.
Yeah, basically. I'm not swerving PXG for any reason apart from obviously where I work. I'm going to be open with subscribers. Is that I stopped TaylorMade, I stopped Titleist, I stopped Pink, and I get an unused discount for actually ordering it and playing it. TaylorMade, PXG is not an account I've got, not an account I get any discount with, and it does play a part, No,
I get it.
Same as you guys, I work for a living, and I've got to justify what I'm spending, and unless I see a justification in buying something at full price, I'm not going to do it.
No, I completely get it. Like I said, eventually I'd love to be getting more brands involved. I just need to get to that stage, really, which is going to take time. So I said, because it's a 3-wood head, it's a little bit lighter, so it's dropped to D1.5. And again, the good thing with this is we can just put more weight in the toe, and it's going to drop the spin more.
What are you saying, Sam? I need some help.
No, well, just like I said, for what we kind of need, I think straight away I'll put that weight track at the back to the front, and then, like I said, whatever weight we need in the toe to get the swing weight to around about D5. But again, weight-wise, did it feel okay? Didn't feel too light?
It felt gorgeous. Yeah. The club felt gorgeous. If it went another 10 yards further, it'd have been wrapped up.
Yeah, I said it'd been a serious contender.
I just feel as though to go to a Fairway wood, which is probably a club that I'd have a little bit less confidence with. I don't know why. Maybe that'll change more I get, hitting it well. But it's got to go more than 10 yards further to justify it. I think at least sort of that 260 mark. But as I said earlier on camera, I'm not looking for a club to be pushing driver length, because that'd defeat the object as well. I want it to be, give me that confidence off the fairway as well as tee.
Yeah, exactly. It's gone D4. So it's a tiny bit lighter. So the only way you could kind of replicate D5.5 is either a lighter grip or a little bit longer shaft. I think you don't have to go 1/4 inch, not a lot. So yeah, let's see how this goes.
I'm going to be honest. First impressions. I don't mean to be a party pooper here. It's not as appealing to look at.
I think as well because the face is not as open.
It just looks as though there's no loft. It also looks like probably is as deep, but that little bit longer profile ahead or a bit bigger profile ahead. I just don't know. I'm already seeing bloody snap hooks.
Yeah, that's what you need, that confidence. You may not hit anything, yeah. You need the confidence when you set up to it. It's going to be a good shot. A little bit left. Already it's gone the distance we needed. 2.6. I kind of know it's going to go the distance, but I also feel as though like you just need a confidence, because straight away that's done what you needed to do. The launch is similar, spins dropped to 3100, ball speed 152, so all of a sudden it's got the distance plus more really.
Thing is, I'd feel more confident with my driver than this. And the whole idea of a 3 was to give me more control, or the next club down is to not it on these tighter par 4s, give me more control.
I mean, already just from you chatting, you've already lost confidence. You've only hit one shot, just because of the look of it.
I can't take it away.
I think we'll leave it because straight away you've not got the confidence.
I'm petrified of it.
And even though, you know, it should work and straight away the first shot's told us it can, if you ain't got the confidence, then there's no point.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm not like, but I'm just petrified of it. I can't say no more.
Yeah, so like I said, the only way we could get that firewood to work is then just different shaft.
Yeah.
And it's making sure it just feels, you know, similar to what you
do you know what? I love that 5-wood, the head and the look. If there's a potential to get another 10 yards, or, you know, even if we compare it against the hybrid to see if, you know, I'm more confident with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what to say, Sam.
We'll work at that. No, it's fair enough. Like I said, it's straight away we've ruled it out. That's fine. We need to be ruling.
I'm just
petrified
petrified of it. Stood over it. It's weird. I don't know how like the difference in 3 degrees can make so much difference.
Yeah, and I think even head size, it's not much different. But I think you just prefer the look of a...
I can see loft.
Small...
When I see loft...
You prefer... It's same for your driver.
I feel as though if I hit a bad swing, it's not going to go like that. It's going to just be... It might balloon up a bit.
Like your drivers, it's set at 8.5, but because the face is open, you can see like the red face.
Yeah.
It just looks way more appealing.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't look 8.5 degree.
I wish you'd not told me that. I'm only joking.
So I think what we'll do next, we'll go to PXG. We're going to go to Black Ops, 4-wood. I think this would be probably best of both.
Right.
Where obviously 5-wood lacking a little bit with spin.
Yeah.
Obviously 4-wood's a degree lower, so hopefully just get a little bit more out of it. Again, I'll go same shaft. Just got to swap the cog over. But yeah, I think again get the weight in the toe. There's no doubt we can get it to where we need to be for swing weight.
If I like this, I'm going to have to get James Robinson to have a word with him. I can't spend 300. What are they, about 300 quid?
I think the tad more.
They're getting some right reviews though, aren't they?
Bear in mind stock shaft.
Yeah.
That's not a stock shaft.
They're getting some right reviews.
I must say they've been very, very good.
I'm a bit scared of trying it because I just you know what's going to happen, don't you?
Well, so don't rule it out.
No, I'm not. I'm saying I'm sure it's probably going to be a bomber.
You said this season is where you use what works.
You did.
The wallet.
I need some help.
Again, that looks a lot more appealing, I think, than like say.
I'll tell you what, that sits right in the middle in terms of size and shape. You know, like I don't look at that thinking it's a 3-wood.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like I said, it could be a good option.
I'm sure it could. I'm just scared I'm going to hit it too well.
No, I think it'll be, like I said, a good option. I mean, loft's going to be 15.5, which is a good option. Open face. So what I've done, lower down, 15.5. To get the weight we need to be, 5, 2.5, 20.
Yeah.
So it's very fade bias. It might be too much. If it is, we can dial it back.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's set up very fade bias for what you kind of want.
I'm not too bothered about you spending too long tuning this one up.
No fake swings.
It does look nice. It does look nice. I'm only going to say one thing, and it might be because there's light front roof.
Gloss finish.
You get a lot of glare off that top line.
I thought that. I went on the course because I've been trying to drive it. It's fine.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's the lighting in here. It's not as bad on the course.
Are we ready to go?
Yeah, ready to go. I put a green into 275 now to give us something to aim for. Shout.
Jesus Christ.
Shout. 271 on the green.
Why did you have to put this in my hands?
Do my job. Yeah, so that was actually the opposite. So that was actually a touch low spin. But again, for what you want it for, it's not a bad thing. As long as obviously off the deck, it will be, spinning a touch more, to just get that height. But yeah, good start.
We're going to have to try and find something to beat this now.
Good shot.
That felt like I'd cut it as well, and it's barely moved.
It spun up a little bit.
I mean, by my standard though, when I feel that swing, it's gone very right, and that didn't seem to move as much.
And that's with 20 grams of a toe. That's heavy, so you do.
Yeah.
So it spun up a bit, but not as severe. Like I said, that was the average of a 5-wood, and obviously if that's your spinny shot, it's not too bad.
With it being a little bit bigger head, I think I've got that confidence to hit a bit more at it, but I can see the loft, so that it's better than the 3-wood.
Yeah.
So I can see the loft. I've got a bigger head, so I've got a bit of confidence with this. That were a good hit. I'm going to say one thing. In terms of looks aesthetically, it probably doesn't appeal as much as the TaylorMade, but I am going to sort of be judging more on performance.
Yeah.
But if it were a matter of picking which looks the nicest over at ball, for me, I would say QI10.
Yeah, like I said, there's no doubt we can get the 5-wood and the QI10 to perform better.
Yeah.
But it means changing shaft, and for what we need, you have to change the profile to something firmer feeling, basically.
Yeah.
Anything that's lower spin, a bit more kind of firmer in the tip, and it just won't feel as smooth sometimes as like the Ventus Red. Well, obviously, this straight away we can get the same feeling as the driver and get the numbers. Because again, straight away, as soon as your ball flight is a bit more neutral, drop to 3100, which is spot on, good ball speed. Good shot. You're so frustrated it works. first time I've ever known that. Damn, it works.
I'm genuinely feeling like it's going to be like 50-60% more money.
Yeah.
I've got to consider
again,
it.
like you said before, it's justified it. If it's a lot better than anything else, then you've got a reason to go down that route. But yeah, I mean, straight away, I think we'll even end on that, really.
Can we see the numbers between that and the 3-wood then?
Yeah. Best ball speed, Black Ops as well. Your 3-wood only hit 2 shots, literally identical to the 5-wood. But it was lower launch, lower spin, 256. And then, like I said, 267. Obviously, if you'd hit more with that QI10 3-wood, you'd have got a bit further.
Yeah.
But you didn't have that confidence.
No.
And that's the thing. There's no point getting a club and hit more shots if you just don't like the look of it.
I would dare to say that I've hit that harder because I had the confidence to hit it harder.
Yeah, which is what we saw in your driver fitting. As soon as you got the confidence, you just saw your speed go up a little bit. But again, for me, it's the best spin number. It's a nice launch as well, very consistent launch. And obviously dispersion was great. And like I said, compared to what the 5-wood was, another 13 yards carry, which is what we needed. I said 267. And all that is just a bit more ball speed and just dropping spin. That's all it is, really. But like I said, compared to obviously your Ping hybrid, you've gained 25 yards carry, 27 total. So that's, at the minute, done exactly what you needed it to do, and it's good numbers, to be fair. It's a nice launch, because sometimes with Fairwood, you can go a bit lower. You could maybe go to, say, 12, 13 at your ball speed. But, that's a nice launch where you can feel like it's just going to get up in the air easy. It's not going to be, a bit flat.
I know you're really happy with that.
And you're not.
I'm happy with the performance and the numbers, but I just feel like I just need to try something.
Oh yeah, like I said, all we've done is tried the Ventus Red, and to be fair, you're saving a lot of time because we went through shaft options with your driver, and most of the time it'd work in a Fairway. But like I said, we'll look at different shaft options anyway, and obviously we'll come back to the 5-wood.
Do you think there's any life in that 5-wood? Because I do love the look of it.
Yeah, like
I love the shape.
Well, if you look, you're only 1.5 mile an hour slower at ball speed. Launch is basically identical, but it's just literally about 700 revs, which has made you lose. I'd say probably 10 yards. I'd say probably about 3 yards because of ball speed, and then about 10 yards because of that spin. So yeah, if you can get the spin down, then it's fine. But it's finding a shaft option that feels nice at the same time.
And the spin down. Let's have a go. I mean, look, we've got one in the bank, haven't we?
Yeah, like I said, that's already ticked a lot of boxes. Like I said, I think even for me, if you wanted to stay with that, I'd still want to try a couple of other shafts to double check.
Yeah.
Because I've had a lot more additions since you're fitting with your driver.
Yeah.
But if I was doing a fitting for anyone else and that was the end result, I'd be happy anyway. But like I said, I want more.
Yeah.
Basically.
And I want cheaper.
You want cheaper. So yeah, let's have a look. So let's go. We'll stay with Ventus because you like the technology and obviously it's very stable for you. But we'll go into black. We'll see how this one goes.
You have to choose performance this year.
I know.
You've got to.
I know. Well, I'm going to have to just...
You're going to be playing many tournaments?
Well, no, but I'm going to play it on YouTube against some like other YouTubers. So
if you're doing collabs and stuff, you don't want to be...
I want to have some, I'm not going to go and play with some I'm not happy with, like a mixed bag of clubs.
Yeah.
I want to beat them.
Well, like I said, I don't mind you borrowing back forward until you've got one sorted anyway.
Oh, I mean, look, if I've got to buy it, I've got to buy it. I mean, I'll go with James.
So yeah, we'll see.
In the spin on the first time round, is that like that 3-9? Would you want it? Is it more like this 3-2 you're looking for?
Yeah, you need like low threes really.
Low threes.
You can see the difference straight away. Like 13 yards.
Yeah.
Doesn't take much to all of a sudden get that bit extra.
Even if I could close it to like half of that though, and be like 2.
Yeah, you could get to maybe 242.
Because I do feel as though that 5-wood head, I'm not just trying to talk myself into it.
If you look at 5-wood head, ball speed and launch, they mirror more or less Black Ops.
Yeah.
Just look how much you're losing because it's spin.
I know.
Yeah. That's all it is.
I just feel that 5-wood head, I honestly aren't trying to talk myself into it, is that it does appeal to me that much. I think off the fairway, I'd enjoy it more. Because I can see more often. And still a smaller profile than PXG.
Like I said, we'll try a few different options and scenarios.
Black Ops, it's getting everyone this year.
It is. It's good.
Nobody intended on it.
I don't think no one were expecting it.
No.
You just look like another new PXG.
Last couple of years have been a lot better. Have you seen the mini drive that's been seen on tour? Secret Weapon it's called. Yeah. I do like the names of them, to be fair. They're quite different. I emailed a rep. He said it won't be this year, it'll come out. It'll be next year, if anything. Because I was like, I'd go straight in my bag. Right, so we've got a bit lighter. Hopefully we can get it. It needs to be... Yeah, D5.5 is exactly what it was with the Ventus Red. Oops, sorry.
Is it stiff?
That's stiff, yeah. So 7 stiff.
I can feel straight away.
So like I said, even though it's a Ventus, it's just very different profile.
I can feel the stiffness in the shaft straight away.
The QI10 Tour.
Well,
a little bit.
I don't know. Sorry, I don't really. Obviously, I'm not trying to waste your time here. What I'm trying to say is my arms already feel stiff with this in my hands.
Right.
Because there's
no give.
There's no give.
No.
No, so I feel as though like, I feel like a numpty explaining this, but I feel as though like, from my arms to the club head, I'm like this.
Yeah.
I feel so stiff in my hands, and that's why I like the red one. And I know obviously can't have it in this head, but I just feel so stiff already. This is not going to work.
Yeah, because that didn't go. Yeah, that went nowhere.
I can just tell you, Sam, it's just not going to work.
No, that's fine. Like I said, we've tried it. So like I said, I think basically if you wanted a QI10, you needed a 3-wood. Because straight away that would drop the spin. Yeah, sadly, Ventus...
Is there nothing lower spinning that's a bit more like the Ventus Red?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, we just went Ventus because it's the same range. But yeah, like I said, we'll look at another shaft option. Because straight away, ball speed's dropped because you're not as comfortable. Spin's gone up. Might have been a bit of a misstrike, but...
I know it's only 2 swings, guys, but if you don't like the feel of that...
Yeah, them two compared to like the Black Ops with a Ventus Red.
I've got to feel the head, and I just felt like there was just nothing.
Yeah, that's fine.
It makes me feel as though I've been, like just come out of the gym and like I can't move.
Just done some bench pressing. Right, so when you swap the grip again, we'll try the sleigh. But I think again, I don't know. The 5 would be too high spin. But I think it feels similar to Ventus Red, I'd say.
Okay.
So we'll try it, but again, might be a similar situation.
Well, like you said, you know, I am going to be honest, and I'm not buying a club just for, you know, any reason apart from performance. So if this does get up there, I'd be happy.
Like I said, I think this will feel pretty similar. Just not sure of a spin. But I think for me, that's better higher launching than kind of higher spinning.
Oh, this definitely feels. I've got that softness back.
Yeah, I've been using that myself in X, and I think they're very good shafts. I'll be using Might have one of them. I went further, but left. Shot. I think
It just don't feel as smooth as Ventus.
It's a bit of a different fitting because we've already tried loads of shafts with your driver, so straight away we know Ventus Red works and we've seen it works already. So there's no point kind of trying tons of shafts when we know that the Ventus can replicate what we need. Again, you got one further, but you only got it further because you hit it left and the spin dropped. As soon as you hit one straighter, the spin went up again.
And if I were to put more loft on the freewood,
yeah,
is that potentially that?
Go left because the face shots. That's the problem. Again, we can try it, but I know it'll go left, and you won't like the look of it because you won't see as much loft. I think, even though it adds loft, it looks a bit more hooded. So I think what we'll do now, we'll look at hybrids. We've got the QI10 Tour 17 to try and the Black Ops 17. So again, it's just making sure we can get the numbers dialed in. I think the spin will definitely be lower because you hit down on the ball a bit, so hybrids designed more for that. It's just making sure we can replicate the ball speed, I think, because obviously compared to say your ping, I know that was a bit higher lofted slide, but it's like 10 mile an hour difference. So we need to be getting pretty close to kind of 150 to again justify getting that in the bag really. We'll go QI10 first, and like I said, we'll look at some shaft options. Again, we need something just to keep the flight a bit flatter, to keep that spin lower. So QI10 Tour 17 degree, and again I'll do the same as the Fairwoods, 15.5. So we need these a bit stronger because the shaft's shorter and they're not designed to get as much ball speed, so we need to go a little bit lower loft to compensate that. So I think probably like 15.5, get this set up. It's going to open up the face anyway. And like I said, it's just looking at a shaft option that would be good.
When I've done tests on hybrids before, obviously not as in-depth as you with shafts and stuff, I've always kind of like found that anything below 17 starts to get a bit, you know, difficult basically.
Okay, so like I said, we'll take a look, we'll see what route we need to go down. Did you not like the feel of that slave shaft?
Well, in Fairway it would, no.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
That's fine.
I like colour.
Got that one as well.
I like the look of that.
Nemesis.
I like that purple one in the middle.
Bit light. It's nice, but it's a bit too light. We're going to do 65 gram. So that's a 90 gram.
That's gorgeous.
So that's counterbalanced. So it just means you can chuck a bit more weight in normally. But what you're wanting to achieve with getting a swing weight quite high can be more of a challenge potentially. But yeah, Ventus Blue, 8 stiff. So we only do blue or black in hybrid, we don't do a red.
Right.
So this would be the most similar option, I'd say.
First impressions, and it feels nice in my hand. I've got that. There must be something about these shafts that I just like, bud.
Well, they're popular, so.
Yeah. Probably need a sponsorship off bloody Ventus, don't I? Where I'm spending money here.
So let's give this one a go.
It's one way of losing weight anyway. Just spend all your money on clubs. Look at that. Rocket.
That was a good shot. 259. I think you'd get a little bit more out of it if you go a tad bit longer, and then obviously get the swing rate where you want it. So again, ball speed's kind of what I expected, so it's a little bit lower, but straight away that spin's dropped, just because you hit hybrids with a bit less spin basically than a fairway would, because you hit down on the ball a tad.
Yeah. I've got that waggle again. I felt like I lost it right a bit.
Oh, it's coming back.
Must have caught that. I think I caught it toey. That's the old gear effect taking place.
Yeah, 257.
Oh, miss it that. That were a bad miss it.
Yeah, I'll take that one out, don't worry.
I knew that were going to go bloody left.
We're thinking the same thing. Like I said, I'll be honest, because the swing rate's lighter, it's not helping 100%.
Yeah.
But you can see it's just not got as much in it, and it's designed not to have as much in it because it's going to be a shorter shaft. You know, there's not as much kind of firepower in the head basically, and you can see that ball speed's about 5 miles an hour slower, so it's kind of in between your 19 hybrid and like the 4 or 5 would have been tested.
I think I've got to be honest as well, I wouldn't be comfortable playing a hybrid in such a low loft,
and that's the only way you'd be able to get the distance you want. You'd have to go just 15 and a half, because again, you go back to say 17, you're just going to lose a bit of distance, and it's not what you want the club for.
I'm not really getting anywhere.
So just got to take out one miss hit out. Like I said, again, a little bit erratic as well. Yeah, spins drop loads. Like I said, it's just how you hit the ball. You definitely spin hybrids lower, but you've just not got the ball speed to, you know, maintain kind of a good distance. Again, 251. But no, you can see that with like the hybrid and the 5 wood, you know, both at 251, but they're just doing it very different ways. So like I said, it's 7 mile an hour slower ball speed, but lower launch, lower spin, which then gets you the distance back up. But like I said, you just need kind of in between them two, which Black Ops is kind of doing at the minute. For me, it's still Black Ops with a Ventus Red. But like I said, we'll see if we've got another option. We've got the Black Ops 17 hybrid as well, but I think it's going to be a similar situation. But you can't get the distance for me. For what you want the club to do, a hybrid's not going to do it. You need,
for me, from what I've seen so far, I don't want to go so lower loft in a hybrid. I want potentially an hybrid around about 19.
Yeah, which you can do, because obviously, like I said, your ping originally 240, so you think, you know, 267, 240. Yeah. So you can keep the ping exactly as it is, but you then just get a club to go in between your
I definitely feel confident enough to use a 5 wood or a 4 wood. Now I've tried them with a good shaft.
Yeah, like I said, dispersion's been better anyway than the hybrids. You look at like dispersion for this is what interesting. Well, you're saying you felt like you had more control of a hybrid.
Yeah.
That one is your ping.
Yeah.
And that's your QI10. They've been the worst dispersion.
Yeah.
As soon as we've gone to fairwoods with shafts that we know will work, all the other the fairways have got Ventus reds in.
Yeah.
Straight away, dispersion's better. So that's just having that shaft working for you.
Yeah.
Which we know it does. Yeah.
I mean, I think I'm pretty happy with what I've seen today.
Yeah.
And in terms of I know now where I'm going to go, but I don't want to tell the subscribers.
Okay.
I want them to wait to see what ends up in the bag.
Yeah, true.
I mean, you can probably finish with your conclusion. I think it's clear to see what you think's best.
Yeah, and like I said, it's definitely a different fitting, because normally with anyone else who would come down, because I'd never seen him before, I'd not had a fitting before, we'd try way more options and stuff like that. But straight away, I know what works for you. I've seen you swing enough now. I know that works, and I know what works best.
I mean, we've already tried, you know, through a few different shafts now, haven't we, apart from the red? And there's no doubt that I just feel so good with that red in a wood.
Yeah.
Because I've got it in my driver. And,
yeah.
you know, guys, you know what I'm like? I'm a shaft pervert. I'd have loved something blue or purple or something like that, but having tried a couple of different shafts, I just know they just don't feel the same.
No, you can see it with the data, you know. Even if they've spun a little bit out or you've not been confident in a free one, the dispersion's still there. That's the main thing. And then it's just finding a head profile that ticks all the boxes.
Yeah. So guys, that was my master fitting with Sam Smith at Golf Repairs for You. I'm sure you're going to get in the comments and you know, obviously put your suggestions in there. I think it's clear to see which club Sam would prefer to see in the bag.
Yeah, I won't say too much if you want to keep it secret for subscribers.
Well,
but it's a clear winner for
I'm
me.
going to have a little chat with you off camera. Obviously, you guys are going to see what ends up in the bag in a few weeks' time, because I'm definitely going to put a Fairwood in the bag. And I never thought I would, but I think I've definitely got the confidence now after what we've done
Yeah,
today.
you got the confidence. You can just see it's got that added ball speed which you need to either get the yardages that you want it from. And like I said, you can easily still play your current ping, but it's now a different purpose basically. It's not needing to be a club where you can just smash it off a tee. Now you'll have a Fairwood to do that.
What I am going to do is, obviously we've got the Fairway wood. I am going to be, at some point, is coming back and then getting the hybrid as well, to see if we can beat my 90-degree hybrid, but on feel.
Yeah.
So if I can get a hybrid to feel as good as the Fairwood and driver, I'd be really happy.
Yeah.
So it's left the door open for that. And, you know, guys, if you were interested in a fitting, I've said this before, you know, even if you're not local to Sam, this guy is definitely worth doing an overnight stay for.
No, thank you.
He won't let you in bed with him, but I'm sure there's somewhere you can stay locally.
Yeah.
You know, and spend, you know, half a day or whatever, maybe do a full bag fit. I'll put your details in the description.
No, I appreciate all the support I've been having so far. It's been brilliant.
Because honestly, until I met Sam, I didn't even realise the importance of fitting. I mean, I knew it would benefit people, but until I've seen what you can do, I'm a massive advocate now of actually master fitting.
Yeah.
Massive. I would never buy a club, seriously, I would never buy a club from somebody that can't master fit to your level.
No, thank you.
Because I know there's great shops out there that do, you know, master fittings. I'm doing that because it's all right having the kit, you've got to have the guy to do it, and this is the guy to do it, trust me.
Yeah, like I said, for me, I'm definitely going to want to expand 100%. It's just getting to that funds, basically.
Yeah.
It's getting to the stage I can just expand on a bigger level and get more brands involved, because I 100% want to do it.
Yeah.
It's just going to take time, but
well, I think everyone that's been down and seen Sam is happy, and if you have been and seen Sam, get in the comments and leave your experience.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to get a better advert than that from the people that's bought.
Yeah, definitely. I've had loads come since we've been doing the channel, so I really appreciate it. And like I said, you know, touch wood, everyone's been very, very pleased so far with how they've been getting on with the clubs or shafts. So yeah, it's been good.
I think we'll wrap up on that, guys. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. We're going to get Dan in now for a fitting.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to have another fitting on a hybrid. So we're going to be spending a bit more time here today. And we'll see you in a few days' time. Bye.